And now, it's time for the world premiere of the FW's original series, The Democratic Space Rangers. And it begins right now.
This episode of the Democratic Space Rangers is rated TV-20, which means you probably should be over the age of 20 to watch this. Not because it's too violent, but because you might still believe in things like diplomacy or ethical warfare. This show contains strong fucking swear words, excessive patriotism, reckless decision-making, and unapologetic democracy enforcement. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, Bishville, you're watching Channel 43 KBOB, Bishville's #1 name in television. KBOB, yeah.
For centuries, mankind waged war upon itself. Borders carved into the earth, drawn and redrawn with blood. Nations rose and fell like the changing winds. Alliances forged only to be shattered. Peace treated as nothing more than the brief silence between battles. The earth, a fragile blue sphere adrift in an endless sea of darkness, became its own worst enemy. The greatest threat to humanity was humanity itself. From the year 2084 to the year 2776, war was all the world had ever known. Weapons grew stronger. Cities turned to dust. The skies choked with fire and smoke as men and women fought, not for survival, but for the illusion of control. Empires crumbled under their own ambition, leaving behind nothing but ruins and ghosts. And still, the war raged on. For nearly 7 centuries, Earth stood on the edge of oblivion. The battles changed, but the suffering remained the same. The leaders of the old world ruled over nothing but scorched land and broken promises. Mankind, once destined for the stars, had become prisoners of its own hatred. But even the darkest nights must end. Even the longest wars must one day be over. And when the last empire fell, when the final battle was fought, humanity had only one choice left: to build or to perish. On July 4th, 2776, the world did something it had never done before. It chose peace. No more flags to die for, no more rulers to serve, no more nations to divide them. For the first time in human history, there was no east or west, no north or south. Only one people, one planet, one future. And so mankind turned its eyes upward, past the scars of its past and toward the endless unknown. They had spent centuries perfecting the art of war. Now they would master something far greater. They would bring democracy to the stars. From the ruins of war, a new order was forged. A force driven by purpose, by conviction, by the unshakable belief that freedom is a right, not a privilege. A beacon in the void, ensuring that no world remains in the shadows of oppression. A force that would not wait to be asked, but would act. That would not hesitate, but would deliver. They were no longer bound to earth. Their duty, their purpose, stretched beyond the confines of their home world. The dream of democracy, once fragile, once limited to a single planet, now had no boundaries. It would extend to the distant corners of the cosmos. It would endure for eternity. Thus, the United Federation of Democratic Space Nations was born.
Space. Freedom's final frontier. These are the missions of the USS Liberty Punch. Delivering democracy, crushing tyranny, and ensuring no planet takes freedom for granted. Some call it aggression. We call it patriotism. Some call it overkill. We call it getting the job done. Where liberty is threatened, we strike. Where democracy falters, we restore it, whether they want us to or not. And resistance is highly flammable. We are the Democratic Space Rangers.
The Democratic Space Rangers is brought to you in part by Sundstrom Automotive Operations and Inoperable Engine Development, Incorporated, pioneering the future of engines that will never, ever run. Here at Sundstrom Automotive Operations and Inoperable Engine Development, we ask the tough question. What if an engine was built to perfection but simply refused to work? What if horsepower wasn't about movement but about potential? What if we could create the most advanced, meticulously engineered engines that mankind has ever seen, and yet ensure they remain 100% inoperable? From Bishville, Colorado, to the farthest reaches of the galaxy, Sundstrom Automotive Operations and Inoperable Engine Development is proud to push the limits of mechanical dysfunction. Because here we believe an engine isn't just a tool, it's an idea, and some ideas should never be allowed to work. Sundstrom Automotive Operations and Inoperable Engine Development Incorporated, where innovation meets intentional failure. Proud sponsor of the Democratic Space Rangers, because sometimes the best way to move forward is to stay exactly where you are.
Commander's Log, Butch Freedomson. Stardate, July 27th, 2844. Well, today is the first day as commander of the USS Liberty Punch, and I gotta say, it's about damn time. Woke up, did 200 push-ups, drank a cup of black coffee strong enough to put hair on a bald eagle's ass, then stared myself down in the mirror. I said, Butch, today you make the galaxy a little freer and a whole lot louder. I work for an organization called the United Federation of Democratic Space Nations, also known as UFSDEN. They gave me command of their fastest, newest, and most powerful vessel, the USS Liberty Punch. Told me I was finally ready. Like I wasn't already ready. I was born ready. They gave me a uniform, some shiny new medals I didn't ask for, and a manual the size of a space station labeled Rules of Engagement. Didn't bother opening it. Freedom doesn't come with a rule book. Then came the orders. Maintain peace and stability in the outer colonies. I know what that means. It means some limp-wristed diplomat back on Earth wants me to shake hands, smile for the cameras, and pretend like words solve problems. Words don't solve problems. Firepower does. You want peace? You make sure the other guy's too damn scared to even think about war. First stop, Zeltron 9. Some dusty rock out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere of civilized space. It's people like these, them kinds of types, that they have been getting ideas. You know, dangerous ideas. Things like independence and self-governance in the pursuit of, well, you know, call it what you want, but fuck that. See, they think they don't need us. They think they can build their own system and make their own rules and live free without the guiding hand of democracy. Now I love freedom. I love it so much I dedicate my life to making sure other people get it, even if I gotta drag them kicking and screaming into it. The fucking problem is, some folks mistake that for oppression. You can call it whatever you damn well like, but in my book, if you don't love democracy, then you're a fucking threat to it. And threats, well, threats get blown the fuck up. So you see, I've got a mission, and I've got a ship, and I've got enough firepower to vaporize a moon or half of yo mama's big ol' ass. And all I need now is a reason to fucking use it. Today is my first day in command. Today is my first mission. And today, we're gonna change the whole goddamn fucking universe and make sure that they are pushed by the hand of good old fucking democracy. Time to kick some ass, baby. End log.
I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
Attention. Attention. People of Zeltron 9. Gather around and listen close, because today is the most important day of your lives. Today, you have been blessed with an opportunity to experience something greater than yourselves, something powerful, something righteous, something called democracy. Now I know what you're thinking. Butch, we're already free. And sure, maybe by your standards, maybe you've got laws, maybe you've got elections, maybe you've got a government that isn't backed by corporate sponsors. But do you really feel free? Do you wake up every morning, put your hand on your heart, and thank the stars for a system so powerful, so glorious, so explosive that it forces people to love it? Well, do you? Thought that would land harder. I see what's happening here. You're hesitant, confused, maybe even a little scared. That's natural, because change is scary. Freedom is big. Let me put this another way. You have two choices. One, you voluntarily embrace democracy. You open your arms wide and let freedom bald eagle dive bomb straight into your heart. Or two, I unleash the full might of my fleet and we scorch this planet until there's nothing left but a smoking motherfucking crater and a cautionary tale. You get democracy or you get obliterated. Pick one. Computer, freeze program.
Oh yeah, you certainly had me convinced.
Oh really? Of what, Dick?
That's you. Heh. We're gonna fall off the motherfucking stage.
Don't you have somewhere else to fucking be there, Dick? You know? Like at your post? You know? Or the fuck away from me?
Oh bloody yes. I'd kill to be away from you, but that fucking thing called, duty. That is the thing that is keeping me obligated to inform you, Commander, that we will be in orbit of Zeltron 9 in 10 minutes. So you better work on your surrender speech there, Commander.
Oh well, to heck with him. I know my speech will convince them and win them over. Now let's go show them what democracy is all about. Computer, end holodeck program and exit. What the hell is so damn funny?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this supposed to be intimidating? You're telling us to surrender or what? You'll blow us up, burn our cities, eradicate our way of life?
Well, kind of, yeah, but I don't really want to do that. That's why I'm giving you a choice.
Shit. We live on a planet where fire tornadoes are part of the daily forecast. Do you really fucking think that we're scared of you? We've been invaded 12 times in the last decade. Some aliens wanted our resources. Some wanted our land. One guy just really hated our sunsets. But you're the first to roll in here and try to force us into democracy. Now that's a new one.
Fine. You want a war? Well then, fine. You got a war, bitch.
Okay then. See you on the battlefield there. Captain. Captain Bitch, was it? Hey, do us a favor, would ya? Nuke this area so we can finally have a beach again.
Lieutenant Dick, beam me up. Right fucking now.
What's going on, Commander? Is everything...
I said fucking now.
Yes, sir, at once.
Red alert. All hands to battle stations. Dick, activate the Justice Ray.
But, Captain, using the Justice Ray will destroy their planet and is meant only as a last resort option. They haven't even fired a single shot.
Lieutenant Dick, I am giving you an order and I expect you to follow it. Activate the Justice Ray now.
Yes, Captain. Immediately, sir. The weapon is armed. Captain, the Justice Ray is locked on and ready to fire at your command.
Fire! That'll teach them to fucking laugh at me again.
Drunk as hell, but no throwing up. Halfway home and my pager's still blowing up. Today I didn't even have to use my AK. I gotta say it was a good day. I gotta say it was a good day. I gotta say it was a good day.
Commander, we are receiving a transmission from command. It's from Admiral Roosevelt Eisenhower.
Admiral Roosevelt Eisenhower, eh? Oh boy, the top of the top brass is calling me. This ought to be good. Open a channel, Dick.
Yes, sir. Channel is open.
Butch Freedomson, what in the name of star-spangled fucking hell did you do?
Executed a preemptive democracy strike, sir.
You turned a planet into space dust, Freedomson. I got reports saying Zeltron 9 isn't just uncooperative anymore. It's a permanent celestial void.
Well, sir, to be fair, they did laugh at democracy.
Laughed? Butch, do you have any idea how bad this makes us look? Do you have any idea how many questions Command has been asking me?
A lot?
None, damn it, because I made sure they didn't ask any. But that's not the point. I had to sit through a 10-minute audio transmission describing the destruction of Zeltron 9. And do you know what my problem is, Freedomson?
That I prevented a rogue world from undermining democracy, sir?
No. My problem is that I didn't get to see it.
Wait, what?
I got a dry, soulless report. No dramatic explosions, no glorious fireballs, no planetary aftershocks. Just numbers and boring-ass science jargon. I didn't even get a fucking drawing of an artist's representation.
Sir, we've got high-definition footage in 5 different angles, including a slow-motion replay with orchestral backing.
Son of a bitch. Why wasn't that included in the report?
I assume Command would be more concerned with, the ethics.
Ethics? Ethics. Ethics be fucking damned, Freemanson. This is war, Butch. What was it I said to you the other day before I showed you the Liberty Punch? Do you remember? I told you, freedom isn't free, Butch. And sometimes you gotta make the hard calls. Sometimes you gotta act fast. And sometimes you gotta erase a planet from existence to make a point.
So you're saying I did the right thing?
Oh, ye gods, Butch. Your darn's tootin' you did the damn right thing you did. Those rebels were a threat to democracy. If we let them laugh at freedom, next thing you know, they'd be forming independent governments and having peaceful elections without our approval. And then their president would be eating ice cream on a bicycle and acting like a communist liberal. For fuck's sakes, Butch, you did the exact right thing. Which is why, effective immediately, I am field promoting you to captain.
What? But wait, Admiral. He committed genocide. Millions of innocent people died.
You shut your whore communist mouth there, Dick. Don't think I don't know about what you did and how you questioned your captain's orders. When he ordered you to fire, and you hesitated and questioned it while in the middle of a situation that deteriorated and went to shit, and you stopped your captain and questioned him. They could have fired on you, and you'd all be dead right now, including you dumbass Dick. You're lucky I don't demote you back down to cadet. But I'll let your captain determine your punishment for that one. So anyways, like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. Butch Freedomson, I hereby promote you to the rank of captain, with full command privileges, all rights therein, and access to level 10 solar system destroying warheads. That's a real feather in your cap there, Freedomson. I know you'll make me proud, son.
Wow, thank you, Admiral. Sir, I don't know what to say.
You say freedom never sleeps, Freedomson. Now go find the next planet that needs some liberation.
Freedom never sleeps, sir.
You're damn right, Freedomson. You're damn right. Safe journeys, my friend. Eisenhower out.
Well, I guess that's that then. Lieutenant Dick, set a course for taxi exempt 8 at warp speed, Mr. Dick.
Yes, Captain. Course plotted and laid in. And Captain, may I be the first to congratulate you on your promotion, sir. I am honored to serve underneath a captain like you, sir.
Nice choice of words there, Dick, but you and I will discuss your performance later. Now, Mr. Dick, engage engines.
Yes, sir. Engines engaged.